Alright, so this will be an interesting video. This video, we're going to take this pink iPhone 7 with a busted out camera lens and a white screen. We're going to swap it over to this black housing that has a camera lens. It's in good shape. Has all of its components as far as for a chassis. And yeah, we're going to start on that. First thing we need to do is pop out these two pentalobe screws and pop off the screen. Got the wrong size. Always, especially if you're doing a chassis swap, sort your screws. It can be disastrous if you do not. Okay, for the screen, you'll need an air gun. Well, you'll want to have an air gun. You don't always need it, but there's a good chance you'll break the screen if you don't have an air gun or a hot plate. Suction cup, and some sort of tool to cut the adhesive. Usually does it. The newer iPhones take a lot more heat and a lot more prying. These guys are actually pretty easy to get up. Yeah, see, it's already off. You're not going to want to stick your tool in too far. You're just going to want to barely get it in as you're prying up slightly. Okay, we're in on this side. See how I'm putting my finger on there to stop it from going in too far? And that made this look extremely easy, but sometimes it is not that easy. Most of the time, it's not that easy. And see how I have this there? Suction cup, you can kind of use it as a tool to prop it open like that. Pretty good. Okay, let's start this swap. Okay, next you will need your very small Phillips and your very small tri-point. I'm not sure exactly what the numbers are, but you can figure it out if you want to. They're very small screws. They're very, very tiny. And grab your tri-point and start taking these 4 tri-point screws off of the plate that covers the battery and screen. What you're seeing up here is the microphone connection. Down here is the screen and battery and all the other connections. So this is kind of glued on with a slight bit of adhesive, so it might seem like it's not going to come off, but it will. And keep track of those screws as well. The one on the far side over here is the one long screw. So keep that in mind. And this connection right here is the battery connection.
Start charging.
Shut up, RoboVac. It's gonna pop it off like that. It's best to use plastic tools, but this thing is covered with so much sticky stuff that it's not a big deal. So now we've disconnected our battery. We are ready to work on the rest of the phone. So we'll take our Phillips here. Okay, and then we'll take that off. And we pop that guy up. And we'll pop this guy up. And we'll pop the mic connection off, and the battery, or the screen should just separate like that. See, we got a connection here, and here. And then here, we have our battery, our motherboard, our loudspeaker, our Taptic engine, and charging harness with mics. And then up here we have a spot for the speaker on the back of the screen, and then your camera, and over here are some other sensors and stuff. Keep in mind, this is pretty much the layout of all iPhones up until about the iPhone 12 or something like that. They started switching them back and forth. Anyway, that's it. Oh, still works. Okay, so now we are going to take out the Taptic engine so we can get at the pull tabs and fail on those, and then inject alcohol in and around here once the pull tabs fail to get the battery out. Taptic engine is connected under this doodad here, 2 screws. And this should come off. So now this little plastic piece is off, covering the connector for the Taptic engine. So now we can go here and pop that guy off, and then extract our Taptic engine, which is a marvel in engineering itself. Don't set that next to your screws, it's magnetic. It'll mess your entire plate up. So now we have the Taptic engine out. Now we can get the pull tabs and pull the battery out. So next we're going to take out the loudspeaker and all of this stuff down here. Or should I say this little plate here and the loudspeaker. The speaker is kind of difficult to get out. And if I do remember, there's a little seal. Maybe we have to take out this guy. So, oh, yep, you do. Okay. So you do have to take out the screw for the charge port as well to get that guy out. Oh, the screws are running away from me. Two. Interesting. Oh, one is part of the... Oh, there we go. Okay. So one of the little wires is part of the chassis, and then one is part of the speaker. It's kind of sandwiched in there. It's kind of difficult, but we got it out. So now we're pretty much good down here. Now we just need to work on the top and the battery and the motherboard. That's it. So next we'll go ahead and start taking out these guys here for all the sensors there, for the camera, basically all the Phillips that you see up top. And then there's a couple that are this way up against the, kind of hard to see. Let's see if we can get them. They're right in here. Okay, we got this little cover piece out. Okay, take your cover off for your camera. You probably have a screw get attached to the camera. So you're gonna go ahead and pop off the Lego connector for the camera. And stick this guy right in here. And you'll get the camera out. And there's your camera for your iPhone 7. And we have one more Phillips under that. Oh, and we have to take off our screw that is attached to our camera. The details. Okay, now we'll put our Phillips away and we will grab our tri-point back for these two here. Let's get our little plate and our little connector. We'll set those in their own little box. And then we will disconnect our buttons. That's our button harness. We We got a connection there we got to take off as well. Stick our little tool in there, cut the adhesive, and then we get that guy to the front where it'll come off with a Phillips. But of course it's hidden up here. Oh boy. What a pain in the butt. Okay, that's out. Okay, we are at the point now where we're going to pop out our battery. And like I said, you grab the little twist ties here, or little twist poles, take them off, pull them this way, or put a little alcohol and it'll come off. The alcohol is the easiest way, so nothing gets damaged. Get a little bottle like this, squirt some alcohol in. Alcohol dries up, it does not really hurt much, especially with a phone. Little pull tabs. These are the pull tabs. And I found that a little alcohol and the pull tabs works so easily that it just comes out just like that. And alcohol dries, so it's as simple as don't spray alcohol in your eye. Ow. So next, after your battery's out, there's a little tiny standoffs. This one came out of right here. And you take a little flathead, and they have little flathead marks in them, and you can just take them out just like a flathead. Be very careful that it doesn't slip off the side and kill a diode on the motherboard or capacitor or something. Be very careful with the standoffs. Okay, now you have all your standoffs off. Your motherboard should just come right out. Once your SIM slot is out. Grab your SIM tool remover, pop your SIM card out, and then also pop off your charging harness, just like that. And now your motherboard should be loose. Be very careful. Don't tug on anything. So something is holding us up over here. Oh, that's it. Just be very careful. And there's our motherboard. And this is actually an iCloud unlocked motherboard. So we have a little SanDisk. That's our memory module, storage module. And our A9, no, A10, our A10 is in here. Our A10X or A10 Fusion. So yeah, now we have our motherboard, our battery, and all our parts. We have all our screws, our screen, Taptic engine, speaker, camera, other sensors. All right. Okay, the chassis swap worked just fine. Now we have a black iPhone 7 with a white screen with a pink SIM card tray.